expectations were to get a more robust understanding of the workflow from Full Arch, from beginning of planning to end of delivering the prosthesis. And so I've been involved in several hybrid cases like that, but I had some gaps in my understanding from the clinical side and transferring records. So I wanted to fill those gaps in and then learn how to get the digital workflow dialed.
Just really dialing in just the change in the workflow, just being so cutting edge, just being so on top of the industry. It's so much further ahead. I think a lot of people are starting to go into the idea of doing stackable guides and designing their own stackable surgical guides that you can have an immediate load prosthesis. This is just light years beyond. This negates all of that.
It's been great. It's been kind of like drinking out of a fire hose, sort of like a nerdy, like a dental nerd party, like in a good way. So if you're really passionate about what you do surgically, or you're passionate about front office staff, sales, marketing, or if you're passionate about lab stuff, it's just like they use the word boot camp. It's just a really comprehensive approach. So you get a lot like in a short period of time.
Stage 0 is the most important, garbage in, garbage out. And so just taking into account that as part of a team, it's really important what I am transferring to the lab so that they can do their job as precisely as it can be done.
I loved it. I feel like it was very unique. Not every day that you get to see exactly what's going on in the office. Dr. Dunlop allowed us to go and observe everything in the clinic, and it was very helpful to see exactly how you do it and to see it implemented and really, efficient.
My expectations were to basically just put the digital technology together, learn the connection between the scanners and the printers and the millers, and I just kind of learn from somebody that's been doing it for a long time, that seems that knows what they're doing, and basically just take that recipe home and try and copy it in our practice instead of trying different things and failing in some aspects or not.
I think it's great. It's one thing to watch and listen to a lecture on how to do it, but when you actually have to think through it and demonstrate it with your own hands, there were some key steps that we got to do ourselves. The pre-op photos, the photogrammetry, the delivery of the final prosthesis, even working through the workflow of designing your own case, start to finish. All of that hands-on stuff was really, really useful. And lays a foundation.
I thought it was great. For me specifically, I'm a lab tech, so a lot of my, maybe half my time was specifically in the lab with the lab team here, and they're great. They just really, at least for our office, we're bringing, Full Arch dentistry in-house, right? So think of from my end, the logistics of that, like the machines, the workspace, how to build a lab team. And their team was really, really helpful on all those avenues, just to tell me what machine do you buy first? How do you use this? How do you finish an arch? Everything. So just really great.
The most important thing I learned here is I don't know everything. I know that. I don't know everything. And there are people out there that can really help you get to where you need to be. This is kind of a nice little niche group of doctors who, I've done full arch surgery for over 15 years, but there's never been this kind of a camaraderie group of people that you can pretty much talk to anytime you need to with regards to the newest innovations in the field, the newest surgery techniques in the field, the newest technology innovations in the field. He has people flying in from different countries here to speak. The biggest thing I learned was I think now that I have a group that I can talk to, I think that's the most helpful part. I can talk to anybody here. I'm not alone in my practice doing the surgeries again, all by myself.
I just loved it because, if I didn't do it, I would not known how to work it in the clinic, and I would have many points. I even feel like now I will have them, but I know there are support groups, so I'd be able to get back and sort of jump on the group and ask a question. So I feel like there's support, and it's not like just taking a course and people have forgotten you after that. So I feel there's stuff that I can get back to.